I like to start most of my workouts off doing these reverse and forward circles here just to get my upper body warm as well as starting my lower body. It's just a great exercise to help loosen up those shoulders. After that, I like to do these front side pulls, and then I'll do some over and back pulls, and this right here, the back side pulls. Just using a super light resistance band. I don't even think it's a resistance band, it's just a little tube. But you could easily progress an exercise like this with a thicker resistance band if you want. It's another great way to really warm up all the shoulder joints, everything upper body. Then we got the good hip stretch flow here. And this is actually a more advanced type exercise. You know, there's progressions up to this exercise, but this is a great way to open up and warm up my hips while staying in the back chain. These exercises, honestly, they never get easier. Funny enough, they're always a challenge. Of course, working both sides, you can see how I keep my head over my knees, staying in my columns, heels point away, toes point in. And this is one of the core fundamental movements of GOATA. And it's just an absolute game changer like everything else. Now we got these side to side ISO holds. And same thing, you know, I'm in the child rocker position here. I know it's a little hard to tell from the camera angle. You can see my head's over my knee for whatever side I'm on. And of course, this is where you can start to load these kinds of exercises. I'm holding a 25-pound plate, and this is an absolute burner on the glutes and your low back. And so I'm trying to keep that plate pulled tight to my chest. So I'm even working my upper back as well. And doing a minute on each side, honestly, it never gets easier either. Like, I'm working my way up to 45-pound plate, but this is just another basic but fundamental movement for GOATA. And it's absolutely one of my favorites. Literally so easy to do, but you're targeting everything that you want. And these toe tuck rockers are some of my favorite exercises here. It's just like a child rocker, but you're on your toes. Pretty straightforward. It's an amazing stretch on the big toe and honestly the entire foot. And usually I do this for more than 30 reps. Up next is the bolt hold. Again, you can see me holding that 25-pound plate. I got those straight, narrow feet. My kneecaps are pointing out. I'm setting my bows and just keeping that plate pulled tight to my chest. Holding this for a minute. This is another exercise that doesn't ever get easier no matter how long I've been doing it. And I mean, we're working glutes, low back, everything in between. And then I just go right into the access hinge. Sometimes I let the weight rest on the floor so I can get a full stretch, but then I bring it back up, holding that. The difference here, you'll see the feet are the same, but my kneecaps are actually pointing in instead of out now. Huge game changer. And then these drop-ins, I'm doing this from the side here. This is just a staggered split stance. It might look like a lunge, but my head is actually right over my foot on whichever side I'm loading. Got the 25-pound plate. You can see how my hips are pushed back, right heels are off the ground, toes pointing straight. I'm setting my bows, everything that I should be. And this is another difficult one, and I'm doing all these exercises pretty much without any rest or minimal rest in between. And then I just go right into the other side. So, you know, 2 minutes of holding this, or I guess 4 minutes with those other two prior exercises, really just works the low back like crazy. And this is another one of my favorite exercises. Super easy to progress if you wanted to. Then we got these front and back drop taps. So now you can see from this angle how I've got my head over my foot on that left side, right? And then just bringing that right foot up and back, really challenging myself to stay as steady and stable as possible. You pretty much can't see any movement on that left foot, right and left side. And then of course do the other side. Had to catch my breath there. I'm just hitting these all in a row. And these videos are all double speed too, so it might look like I'm busting through these really quick, but I'm actually going slow and controlled here. Focus on my breathing, because at this point it's just, you're kind of doing it for time, right? And then just these backdrops, same thing, just absolutely, my calf and quads and glutes, whole leg is just pumped at this point, absolute dead. I'm feeling it, but we're almost there. I'm almost done, thank goodness. Again, going slow and controlled, and another one of my favorite exercises. And then last but not least, the bolt flow. So straight feet, heels off the ground, and I'm just going from bow to corner here. So kneecaps point out on the way down, and then I point them in on the way up. And I like to use something to hold on to really push myself, so my hips are as far back as possible the entire time. It's an absolute butt burner. Highly recommend. You could also progress this with resistance bands or a weighted vest.